Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is a 164 diecast review, and you can see that this is a clear promo car. Now, if you don't completely pay attention to all of the diecast news and stuff recently, this came very readily available. It used to be very hard to find, and the ones that were sold on eBay were going for like $100. This is a Nationwide Series 2011 Casey Roderick Randy Hill Racing promo car. Obviously, kind of a backrunner car. Probably at the time, I would say a Starn Parker for the most part. And like I said, these were pretty rare to find. Then all of a sudden, a few months ago, Randy Hill Racing on their Facebook just had a complete fire sale of these. Now, of course, I have the 164, but also you could have gotten the 124 for pretty cheap. I forget how much, but they're selling the 164s for $5. So me, like many others, picked one up. And I don't know if these are still available. You would have to check, but it is Randy Hill Racing's official Facebook. And then you have to use like Venmo. Maybe you can use other things, but I use Venmo to pay for this. Right? That's it, right? Yeah, I think so. That's the only time I've ever used it. So that's why I'm kind of thinking about the name. I think that's it. But anyway, as you can see, just like most promos, I think I mentioned this in 2011, so this is kind of an older one. But this, of course, has the custom box, purple design to match the car. Have flames number 08, Casey Roderick's name. On this side, it just says NASCAR with more of the flame decaling and purple box. That is where there would be some sort of hologram normally, but there's not on this promo car. Some promo cars just don't have it. See, Silver Series, which I'm not really sure. On 164s, I don't really know the difference between like gold and silver. They all look the same to me. But anyway, without further ado, let's get this open. Okay, so here's the car out of the box. As you can see, it has that purple and the yellow orangey flames that you saw in the design of the box. Main color here is the purple. You see, you kind of have this weird gray. It almost reminds me of like barbed wire or some sort of cage design. So you can see what I mean on the side here. Not entirely sure what that is supposed to be, but that's kind of what it looks like to me. Or maybe even like the side of like a modified or something. I don't entirely know what that design is, but you can see as I've mentioned, most of the design besides the purple is these flames. You see it on the hood here, yellow in the middle, kind of on the outer edges. You have the orange. Then you have some more of that on the deck lid, then all over the side, behind the number, around the rear tire, and around the front tire. Now that I actually take a close look at it, I can kind of see that there is a pattern to it. Before I just kind of thought it was just flames put there randomly, but now I can kind of see there's actually a purpose, at least on the sides of the car, where they put the flames, around the tires and the number. And of course, as I said, this was a very small team. I don't think it exists anymore, at least not in NASCAR. So the sponsors on this are, of course, just Randy Hill himself. This was the early days of Mustang as well. I believe when Nationwide Series first upgraded the cars from the Gen 4s to the next generation, I think they were already on the Mustangs when they made that switch. Anyway, the sponsors on this are Randy Hill Racing. By the way, I almost forgot. All the numbers are white with black and orange outline. Now I can move on to sponsors. So I already mentioned Randy Hill Racing. RandyHillRacing.com. I haven't checked the website. I don't know if that still works. On the C post, you have another Randy Hill Racing logo. You have, I assume that's another one on the back, although it looks different. It does say RandyHillRacing.com over there in the corner. I can't tell what that thing is in the middle. RH, you know what that stands for on the deck lid, and this is before they ever put sponsors on the roof. There's Casey Roderick. So I'm going to assume, now don't take my word for this, I haven't done my research, I'm going to assume this is probably Casey Roderick's only NASCAR diecast, if not diecast at all. So it's pretty cool to have this, especially for, a good price and straight from the source. The fact that it became readily available 9 years after it's produced, and before it was released this way, it sold for like $100 on eBay. Like I said, I don't know if they are still around on official Facebook. This was a few months back at this point, but I'm just now getting to make a video on it. You'd have to check for yourself. And as I said, when they did release these again, they were in both scales. So no matter what scale you tend to collect, assuming they're still there, you can get either scale for obviously a good price. Like I said, I forget how much the 124s were, but they were definitely not a full price 124. They're definitely on a discount. But anyway, pretty cool. It's always really cool to get small teams like this, especially in promo cars. And yeah, pretty cool to have. But anyway, that is it for me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all later.